Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is HUMNA and I share content connected to art, healing and spirituality. Today I felt like a deep connection, a call, a deep pain almost in my masculine energy, and what it wanted to say to me is what I'm going to be sharing with you all. And I pray and hope that out there someone resonates with this message and finds it grounding and helpful in some way to remind you of how worthy we are in ourselves when we allow ourselves to truly connect to the divine creator. For within each one of us, there is a masculine energy and there is feminine energy. So today I'm going to speak to both of them as I share my download with you. But I want you to kind of go within yourself and have this connection or communication or a conversation, whatever it is that you feel can be happening within you, and see where it takes you through this podcast. So here goes. He said to keep a low profile. This was something that the masculine guardian that I grew up with taught me to do. And I asked myself, what does it mean to have a low profile? Can the sun have a low profile? Or a lion be living in a low profile? Does being low profile mean to be invisible? Does it mean to stay quiet? Does it mean to become insignificant? Is that what the masculine within me has been feeling? That it is insignificant? That it needs to just stay quiet just so that everything could be peaceful? What is the lion within me, the sun within me, feeling? What does it truly mean to have a low profile? I asked myself. Did my masculine want to hide? Hide from what? What did it really feared? Like, what is it? Is it something outside of itself? Or is it something that is within it? What did it truly feared? Was my masculine scared of the responsibility? And what responsibility is it scared of? What made my masculine want to keep a low profile? What is it? What is it that this guardian of mine who was in his masculine wanted me to either learn from when they said, keep a low profile, Hamna? Was it not ready for what the Creator created it for? Did it doubt the Creator that it was able to do that what it came here to do? Could it be feeling unworthy of some kind? I asked myself all these questions. Why and what made it want to hide away, become quiet, and not merge into its feminine and protect it by providing it with support? What was my masculine truly focusing on? The unworthiness, the not being ready, the needing to have peace but not fight for it? What was it? What was it being focused on? My masculine was focused on the material world, the status, the needing to prove myself to be strong and macho. Like, what was it after? Did it feel like money, looks, and things made it more desirable? What was my masculine hiding, not showing? And who was it hiding from? I had all these questions. What was it not showing itself as? Why is it not recognizing for that what the God created it to be? It's wounded, I see. It's distorted, I see. It's disconnected, I feel, I know. Was it? Or could it be? It's the love that it had for its feminine? For how much it wanted to express itself, for how much it wanted to value its connection with its creator, for how much it was, wanting to be seen and heard and valued for the connection it had with the creator, with its feminine energy. Was that my masculine scared of? Was my masculine scared of the love it felt for its feminine? Was it love that it was scared of? How and where did it lose its connection to its feminine? And when I speak about the feminine, I'm talking about this internal energy that your soul has. So your soul is split into a feminine and a masculine energy. And this is all the questions coming up for what I needed to understand where my masculine energy was. And what I understood was that it was scared of the love it felt in its emotions deep within itself. It was not ready to voice it because it was scared that it would be overlooked or be considered as something that is not of value. For that love that it felt for its emotions, the connection it had with its creator, that love for feeling, for its feminine, that love had the strength of the fire to burn everything down. It had the strength of the oceans to create a storm, to wash away everything it had created. The winds would take away everything from it. That love had the power and the stability and the strength and courage to take over all that the masculine thought was its identity. That love that it had for its creator, for its emotions, for the connection it had, its feminine energy, the nurturing within it. It was scared because it was scared of that love and the strength and the power of that love. How, where, and when did it lose its connection to its feminine? What made him so weak to think that his weakness was its flaw? Why and when did my masculine start seeing loving as a sign of being not macho? Why and when the need to become macho lead my masculine to disconnect from its pure companion, the true companion, which is its emotions, which is its feelings, which is its inner core, true strength? The masculine's companion is its emotions, its feminine. When did he feel unheard, unvalued, and unseen? Did that leave it feeling lost, lonely, and broken? Is that how I felt in my masculine energy? Lost, lonely, and broken? So broken and so tired to not want to even try to explain and give up without even trying? What if it was not hiding? What if it just didn't have the way and words to express what it was feeling? For it was so disconnected from its feminine energy that it didn't know how to word it. When did he become the rat in the race to compete 24/7 for status, money, looks, car, home, relationships? Why did my masculine feel its only worth was based on the money it was going to earn? With questions in my heart, I heard my feminine. I heard my feminine didn't trust me. My masculine said, my feminine didn't trust me. There was sadness, there was darkness, there was loneliness, there was pain, there was tears, there was scream. If you could hear, would deafen your ears. There was deep, deep, deep feeling of grief, of just so much sadness. It was because the masculine in me wasn't trusted by my feminine for what it could do. So it chose to give up without even trying. I asked my feminine, why did you do that? Why did you not trust your masculine? What made you not want to trust your masculine? And it said, because it didn't feel safe. My feminine didn't feel safe. For there was always the in and out, the hot and cold, the knowing unknowing, the holding of the hands and leaving it. So my feminine didn't feel safe with my masculine, so that energy, that side of me didn't know how to trust the masculine energy, to trust that I could be there for it. For my masculine side will be there for my feminine side. My feminine side didn't feel safe to trust it. Why did you not feel safe? Because the masculine within me didn't stand up for me. It didn't choose me. I asked the masculine, why didn't you choose your feminine? And it said, it was because I was not sure I was worthy of my feminine. And there it was. And there it was, as I spoke to my masculine, I spoke to my feminine, I realized the masculine was wounded with a dagger so deep that its soul was being eaten, and the masculine was keeping quiet in pain, for it felt unworthy of love or being loved by anybody or deserving of love in any way. It felt it was not good enough to provide and not strong enough to protect. For these are the two things it thought its existence mattered around. But what my masculine didn't know was what is it that one needs to provide to the feminine, and what is it that one needs to protect for the feminine. It was the love. It was the love that the masculine energy within me was created to protect. It was the love that the masculine energy within me was meant to provide for. It was that love that God had gifted it with a companion, which was its feminine energy, feminine side. And what hurts more is that I didn't think it was deserving of this love. So the masculine was wounded so deeply that it didn't feel deserving of its feminine. And the feminine is the love that it was created to protect and to provide in this world. It felt it wasn't good enough to provide and not strong enough to protect. For it started looking at the outside of what protection means and what provision means. What my masculine had forgotten, that is not that it had to be providing and protecting someone or something. It was created to protect and provide its feminine, which means the masculine energy is the guardian of the feminine energy. And the feminine energy is connected to the higher realms. And that's what needed the protection. Masculine energy is what grounds it into the physical realm. Feminine energy is the receiver of information from the higher realms. It brings in like a trance, it absorbs, it receives these messages from the unseen world. In your feminine energy is the power to hear the unseen. And the masculine energy within you has to believe and trust as that what comes through is the love of the Creator. So when the masculine energy actually protects that what comes from the Creator in the feminine energy, it feels that it has protected itself, its emotions. Feminine is the receiver, masculine is the giver. From the skies, the feminine connects to the unseen, and the masculine, as a vessel, holds the feminine, making it safe to be felt and then expressed. Masculine looks up to ask for a sign of God, and God sends the feminine to awaken the masculine of what it already has. The two energies are in you and me. The story of your soul is the merging of the two, the masculine and the feminine within you. When the masculine loves its feminine and chooses its intuition as the only guide, the feminine trusts the masculine that it will protect and provide the space to be. The masculine becomes the vessel by going through the fire and storms to build the foundation and its strength, and the feminine settles in, feeling safe. When our feminine, meaning our connection to the divine creator, is what we choose, above all else, above all knowledge, we choose our intuition, the inner guidance, feel worthy of that guidance, know that it is coming directly from the divine creator, for we are in constant communication with our creator through our feminine energy. When the feminine is felt that it is chosen, like, so you literally feel worthy of that information that is coming through, because God chose you to be the one carrying and absorbing and receiving that information, knows that it is what we are here to do. That is what the feminine energy does. She receives the information, she holds it within her vessel. She knows that the masculine will follow this intuition and create the world that is safe for love, for harmony, for peace in this world. When it feels safe, the feminine energy expands internally beyond the understanding of body and mind, for it is safe to flow. It knows its masculine has the strength and courage to stand by it no matter what. The masculine provides love by protecting its love, and the feminine trusts that the love is by honoring it as a divine blessing. So when we focus on feeling safe in ourselves and recognizing that within us we have the courage and the strength to stand up for what we feel to know is our truth, we value the gift of our soul within us by embracing ourselves as worthy of God's essence in our soul, in the form of masculine and feminine energy. It is in the merging of the two we become one, and we become one in the being of them both. So allow yourself to feel worthy of being loved by your creator and heal your masculine. And trust in the knowing that you are a gift to this world, and heal your feminine. With together holding each other's hands, they will bring the balance and harmony to your soul. And that is going to be something that will happen within you. And for when it happens within you, will happen outside of you. And as it happens outside of you, we will be able to recognize that what is within is reflected outside of us. I hope this message brings you some kind of peace and clarity in understanding where your masculine has been wounded and how you need to pick up yourself to understand you are worthy, you are loved, and you are here for a certain mission, for a certain reason, for a certain purpose. And tap into your feminine energy, sit with yourself, connect to your core being, and start communicating to receive the messages from the unseen. If that is something that you want to do, balance your masculine and your feminine energy, you're most welcome to book me for a one-to-one session, and I can help you bring a balance between your two energies. Or you can join my Patreon and go through the exercises that I've shared that helped me balance my masculine and feminine, and bring an understanding to what my existence is all about, and connect to my creative potential to bring in the messages that have completely shifted my life. So the more I channeled into my intuition, the more I got guided. No, I couldn't see anything in front of me, but because my intuition became so rock solid and loud, there was no way of not trusting it, because it over and over time proves itself to be that what is the best path for me, because the best path for you is only known by the one who created you, and the only way you connect to your God is through your feminine energy and through your intuition. So if you like, you can join me for a Friday sessions also, where you can speak with me and do the exercises, art healing with me, which can completely shift your life if you attend them regularly. But if you do my Patreon, you can do all the exercises and in your own time, however you choose to. And even if you don't do the exercises of art healing, you don't feel comfortable already, you are just listening to the podcast of the downloads that I've shared is going to change your life completely. And I am not just saying that. I know that there have been people in my life who have benefited from all these information, and that's why I share it. And it's such a huge passion of mine, because we are so wounded within ourselves, and by recognizing how and where we can bring in more harmony into our lives, when we connect to our creative side, we bring in safety, we bring in kindness, we bring in compassion for our masculine energy to move forward with trust, with love, with being held, and knowing that it is worthy. And that is why God gave it a companion, which is its feminine. I love you all. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.